Hey guys, welcome back to CRIBS Subnautica Below Zero Edition. This is episode 8. Wow, 8 episodes already. That means there's only 2 left. 2 bases left, you guys. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. So, let's get started, shall we? We are here in the Tree Spires biome is the proper term, proper name, I suppose. Oh, that's freaky. I don't know if you guys saw that in the distance. We have a noisy neighbor. He's pretty loud. Yeah. Oh, if you keep down, but he just doesn't listen. So anyway, we're here in this really cool zone. Creepy though. I'm already in the, as you can see, I'm in the scare room. I just wanted a cool spot to start out. And then goes through to the command center. I usually like to build my scanner room right next to my command center. So this is the Tree Spires base, you guys. Actually, what I really like to do is come in first, like travel and come in first, and then dock. But this time we're going to do something a little different. So I'm going to show you the base first, and then we're going to do the aerial or outside view. Swim around outside. So I did build in this like really cool spot in the Tree Spires. It's kind of like a big old cave. Well, not really a cave because it's open on the other side. But it's really cool spot to build in, and there's tons of resources nearby. Tons. All the different kinds of resources you might need. So first off, our crafting room. As always, I have all the necessities here for crafting. I have a butt ton of plants out there. Crafting, and you have your storage lockers. Just your basic. I'm sure you've noticed by now. I try to switch it up and make my bases all look a little bit different inside, but there's some rooms that I keep pretty much the same. It's mainly the greenhouse room, that's almost always the same, and the aquarium, and then everything else just gets shuffled around in different orders depending on how my base is set up. So first tower up we come to is the power room. So monitor the levels of the reactor, everything you need. I always do the middle layer reinforced, and then put my power. I usually try to put my power room in that room, just because it just, I don't know, feels like it makes sense. So yeah, everything you need. You have your waste, you have your locker for extra rods, desk for monitoring. Go up. Yes, we are right above the captain. We're right above the power in the captain's quarters. So here are my quarters. Some pretty cool views, as you can see. Look at that. Look at the distance. That's such a cool thing. Gives me a cool place to put my desk. So we have our bed here. As always, an aquarium. I did put a shower and toilet in my room. Like, why is there a shower and toilet? It's because how cool would it be to have a toilet with a wall separator being the aquarium? That'd be awesome. And I have my own private observatory, chambers that are over here. And look at this. Look at this view. Just amazing. I was gonna start here. I was gonna start a video here because of the awesome view. The reason why I didn't is because I wanted to build up to a little bit. Oh, look at that creepy guy, creepy neighbor. You can't touch me in here though. Safe and sound. Still pretty creepy though, not gonna lie. Still pretty creepy. So some amazing views of the Tree Spires base. And there, like I said, there's tons of resources. I mean, there's resources everywhere. You could argue that every biome has tons of resources, but there's some good stuff here. Especially if you go down that hole, there's like lithium and uraninite and just everything you need. Everything you need, like all the basically end game stuff. I don't even know if there's end game stuff, but okay, moving on. So yeah, look here. This is where I built on this, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a mountain, an underwater mountain, and I built through like this this open cave, and it's just so cool. Like, it's just so cool. I can't get over the location. It's just a really cool spot. of this mountain, and then I built through it. And as you know, if you don't know already, I did build not only through it, but connections, and you will see I have a secret surprise for you guys here in a second. So come through to this side of the tower, we have sick bay, and this is the one where I did 3 beds instead of 2, just because, you know, you have to treat your patients, make sure you have enough room, have music, have a storage locker for extra medical supplies, have all the vaporizers, beds, plants, everything you need to be on the mend. Music, fresh plants, and rest. The best way to recoup. And as you can see, I already have a gallery here. So I've done this on one of my bases before, pretty much only once, and it was in the regular Subnautica series, which, by the way, there's a link in the description below for all my Subnautica series, regular and below 0, the playlist. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments of you know, whichever base you think is the best. So here we are, gallery. This was another idea by my friend and Mod on Twitch. They're pretty awesome. They said that the gallery would be a pretty cool thing. I agree. Gallery is pretty cool. Like, put, you know, different bases or, you know, accomplishments. Like there's the shadow Leviathan that I killed. Just some cool screenshots that I took. That's a really cool one too. Just some cool screenshots I took. And there's our base. Just other bases. If you guys haven't seen it, again, I have playlists, links in the description of all these bases, all my bases. So yeah, gallery. I thought it'd be cool to have, like, you know, the pictures and plants, and you could just sit down and relax, take a look at stuff. Alright, we're back here. Well, I haven't showed you this yet, but here we are. We're in the mess hall. So food, water, snacks, coffee, tea, whatever. Sit down, have a cup of tea, nice cup of tea. Look at that view. And it's so cool. Like right now we're inside this like cave, but then it like opens up here, which is the next section. See there, it opens up. It's a really cool spot to build in, quite honestly. Like when I was first scouting for this area, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna settle on the first spot I see. And I'm glad I didn't, because this spot is way superior than the first spot I saw. Here we are, aquarium. Now this is one of those rooms I was telling you that I usually keep the same because I just like the setup. It just makes sense to me, in my mind anyway. So we have, you know, fish from the different biomes, and you know, seating if you sit there, and some plants. You know, some nice views on the outside there. I just like seeing the fish. I love aquariums, so that's what I wanted to do. And you can also see, like, you know, we're partly in the cave, partly not. I'm sure you've already noticed that all those compartments, like, oh, where does that go? Well, let's get to it right now. Just give you one more look at this aquarium and everything. Obviously, I had to bring my creep cluster seeds here and my gel sack seeds so I could have all the necessary components wherever I go. Alright, so you come through here, and this is basically a mini base. So what I did was, when I found this spot, I'm like, okay, you know what's really close by? I'm sure you guys can see in the distance. Another one of those huge, you know, tree creature things. So I'm like, okay, I want to build out to there and have like a mini base facing that one. I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. So I did, and then I'm like, you know what? I want to build out even more. So I did, and here we go. Boom. So we have a view over it, a little bit like this from far away. You know, just a really cool, really cool zone. And then it goes even more down deep in the darkness depths. So we go down again, and we're a little bit closer to our little base down there. See a little base down there, and more more compartments going every which way. Like, oh, what's going on with this guy? Must love compartments, which I do. And look at this. Look how cool this looks. So I really love how the water, you know, the light hits the water and all that. It's just really cool. Really, really cool. Alright, let's keep going down, and now we are in our little base down here. So first up, we have storage. I don't consider it a second base. I consider it part of my other base just because it's not that far away. So in my mind, I consider it part of the same base. So this is storage. Lots of storage, apparently. Storage. And then 2 ways to get out that way or that way. Just because I was trying to keep, you know, it's not a symmetrical base by any means, but I was just trying to keep it a little symmetrical. And you come to here, and I'm sure you've already seen it. It's containment, which I always love to do containments. I really like doing 3. 3 is like a nice number for a containment, like 3 rooms high. So I have a few creatures in here. Can come up here to the top and kind of see what I have going on. And as you can see, I did indeed build around this thing, and there's some cool views. This is one of the cool views. So yeah. And the only way to get up here is to go through containment. I really like making that, like, ways to get through the base with just the containment. So alright, let's go check this out, guys. We come through here, and just immediately there's some awesome views. Like, this base is just so cool. Not only is there cool views, but there's lots of good resources nearby. It's cool, one of those biomes where it's cool and creepy. I even built out here so you can get an up close and personal view of it. And man, oh man, is it up close and personal. Look at that. So stinking close. This thing in of itself is cool and creepy. Like, it's fast. It's like one of those things that you can't help but not look. But look, actually, you can't help but look. Like one of those, like, ew, gross, but I still want to look at it sort of thing. Gross but cool. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So over here we just have I built this little another little extension of our base here just because I wanted a way to get out and get resources over here, and also I wanted more reinforcements. So basically just build it for reinforcements. There's nothing really here except for, you know, a way to get out and more awesome views. Awesome, just some awesome views here. Here's the way to get out here. Pretty cool. Pretty creepy though. Creepy cool. So come through here. We're just gonna take a tour right around, and that's what I did. I built legit all the way around it, just to get all the different views. And like I said, I had to put lots and lots of reinforcements in to be able to build this without platforms, this long stretch. But I mean, look at the views. I had to build close to it because it's cool. Like I said, cool and creepy. Creepy and cool. This is probably the closest, even closer than the observatory. Creepy. Creepy. Alright, let's move on. There's some sharks swimming around in its head. That's always good. It's always good. So come back through, and again, we made the connection all the way back to this like little mini base, which is part of my main base. And we're gonna head back and do some like outside views. Swim around outside, shall we? Come back through. Again, there's storage there. Come up. Just more viewing areas. We can go up again. Again, up through here. So I really like putting observatories in different spots. Now I just love this view right here, just because it's like this huge like underwater mountain. There's like a hole right there where I built my base. Actually, there's a hole straight ahead as well, like right here. This was probably my second, actually technically is my third choice to build in there. How cool would that have been? I mean, I built in a cool spot, but this is also really cool, like building through there. Like now that I think about it, I kind of wanted to do that. But yeah, I settled on my second base location. But yeah, it's a really cool spot. If you guys want to make a base here, I highly recommend it. Just be careful when you're building of all the threats that are around here. There's those creatures that will drug you, there's sharks that will get you, and there's other huge predators that will get you. Anyway, let's move on. Also, as you can see, there are thermal tree spires, tree vents that you can, if you want to use thermal. So, I mean, this is still a cool base location. Look at this. This little hole. We chose the little hole. It's still really cool that we built through it and in it. So we go through, back through the aquarium, back through the mess hall. Oh, some fresh water. Back through the crafting room. And again, I really love planting different stuff in the outdoor planters. I really like this plant right here, the blue spotted dock leaf, I believe it's called. It's really cool. Now, if there was one in green, I would love it even more. Love green. I love green. It's my favorite color. So, yeah, I'm kind of afraid to show you guys some views, but I'm gonna get in here just because I don't want to turn my back on you know who, because you know who is out here. So let's give you a few views. Also, guys, if you're looking, just a quick little tip, side note, if you're looking for thermal reactors, there's a bunch in this zone. Like, they're legit everywhere. There we go. Here is kind of like a faraway view. I'm like, oh, it's just so cool, like in the mountain. Goes through the mountain. I don't know. I think it turned out well. It's a pretty cool base. Again, it's a quaint base, not too large. It's probably the size I'd build for my normal, playing, just because I'd want to decorate for myself and just because it looks cool, and it does. I mean, look at that. It goes through it, different sections and everything. I do want to get out, but I'm just totally paranoid that the thing's gonna grab me. There we go. We'll just get out for a little bit just to give you guys a better view without having the sea truck window in the way. So there we are, guys. That was episode 8 of CRIBS Subnautica Below Zero Edition. I can't believe I've done 8 bases already, and I'm going to be working on 2 more for you guys to finish off this series. So there'll be 11 in regular Subnautica and 10 in Below Zero, because there's a bonus episode that makes it 11 for the regular series. But again, if you haven't seen any of my other episodes, guys, I highly recommend you check them out and let me know what you think. There's links for the playlist down in the description. Would love any and all feedback. I would love it if you guys would subscribe to me. I'm doing videos every day for you guys, and I'm hoping to do some more series, especially after we get Subnautica Below Zero done. I'm going to be doing a new series where I do like first impressions, first hour. Oh, creepy. I told you, noisy neighbor. So be sure to subscribe and come chat with me anytime on Twitch. I stream every day. Would love to hear from you and chat with you. So thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good evening, morning, night, wherever you're at. I'll see you guys in the next video, episode 9, coming soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.